With a yo-ho-ho, it's Tale of the Toaster. Welcome to the historic part 11 of Let's Play Inazuma 11 Go Light. In the last video, Mark Evans joined our team as the new coach, and now we'll just see the following day. So we're just kind of tidying up the club room. Hey, what's this?
Looks like some sort of video. Let's see now. Saints Way Finals. Kirkwood versus Raimon.
That was last year's final, wasn't it? Hey, why don't we take a look? There's got to be something we can play it on round here. And yet that's going to be a genuine story objective that's even laid out on the mini menu. We have to find a video player. That's how you know this game was made within the decade I'm releasing the video. We have to, you know, video players are that obscure now. If you just go up to that whiteboard, then that's a photo opportunity which is useful for pal packing early in the adventure. But actually the task of finding the video player is very easy because it's right there on the bottom screen. Just tells you where to go. So all we need to do is follow the arrows, and then yeah, it takes us to the main briefing room, and apparently this huge screen was the video player the whole time. So that wasn't very hard. It's the dying moment of the Saints Way tournament, and the favourites Kirkwood have held onto their 2-0 lead. Raimon in possession, midfielder Arion holds onto the ball tenaciously. Despite only being a first year, he's been the linchpin of this game. Oh, he's indicating with his hands, perhaps issuing instructions. His pass connects just as planned. It's this gift for harmonising players on the pitch that's earned him the name Virtuoso. Dorigo prepares to shoot. It's fortissimo foot. It's gone in! That's the awesome power of Ricardo Dorigo's fortissimo foot. Raimon recover by 1 goal. And that's the final whistle. Raimon did what they could, but Kirkwood are the champions of this year's Saints Way tournament. Wow, he used Virtuoso and Fortissimo Foot at the same time. The captain's even better than I thought.
Strange to think they were all taking orders from 5th Sector when they played this match. It looked so real.
Actually, Skie, it was real. The final was the genuine article. It was only because it was a real match that Rick was able to unleash his special abilities like that.
We might have lost, but it was still a match and a half.
That's so strange. 5th Sector is such a strange organization.
Morning everyone, nice to see you all here so early. Finally I get to voice a Mark Evans line 1 whole episode later. You know, Miss Hills, I've asked her to dig out the old clubroom key for me. Could one of you go and see if she's found it yet? There's a secret in that old place I want to share with you all.
Oh, Arion, you should go. Go on. I bet you'll find her in the staff room.
So, yes, that is it. We're going to get the old clubroom key from Mrs. Hills. I keep calling her Mrs. Hills. She's not married. She was the only one in Inazuma 11-3 that didn't have a romantic interest in Mark Evans. Cammy did, and Nelly did, and Sylvia did, but Celia is the exception, so stop calling her a Mrs. unless you want to marry her yourself, Tale.
Oh, Arion, are you here for the old clubroom key? Ah, that place is filled with happy memories. I feel warm and fuzzy thinking about it.
Mr. Banyan told me that you used to be a manager when Coach Evans was the captain.
Huh, that's right. All this talk of the old days is making me want to go and take a look at the old clubroom myself. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, Mrs. Hills, there you are.
Well, yeah, you're the last person we want to see, bud.
We've received directives from 5th Sector for the first round of Saints Way. Come to the governor's office immediately.
Aren't you meant to be speaking to Coach Evans about that stuff? Mr. Wintersea really looks flustered. I wonder if it's because we're going to be going up against someone super strong.
Whatever it is, I bet it's bad news.
Surely not. Raimon came second in last year's tournament. They're not going to make us get knocked out in the first round this time. Sorry boys. I'll give you the key later. We better go straight to the governor's office.
What do you mean, we? I'm just a student. You're the teacher. It's supposed to be Mark Evans' business for starters. And then why do we have to go? First, let's have a quick look at the iNatter, seeing as it's updated. And I haven't really explained the way it works right now. Because it works a lot like Twitter, especially older versions of Twitter. It's one continuous stream of comments. But you can see everything is actually, you know, at certain person. So if I were to click on, say, Sam's comment at the bottom here, it's actually got 3 replies from Ricardo and Ade, who appear above it in reality. So it's a little bit hard to follow, but intentionally so, because Twitter was hard to follow at the time. But yeah, the iNatter, it only works like this in Inazuma 11 Go, and then the next game has an even better one, as if this one wasn't fun enough. Now, we could have had a good look around the other floors because we've never actually been there before, and indeed, this is just an empty room, but finally, we get to see a treasure chest in this game. It only took 11 episodes. You could also take a photo of the model bus, but good grief, the amount of treasure chests in this game is harshly reduced. And that's the cat which had evil eyes when the thunderbolt clapped off in that one cutscene.
Here are the orders from 5th Sector. Raimon will meet Milky Way Charter School in the first round. You will lose 2-0. In other words, Raimon will drop out of this year's Saints Way tournament in the first round of the regionals.
Now, before I start hearing complaints, you must understand that 5th Sector's will is absolute.
Oh, is it? Well, we better be going then. Is that it? Nice one, coach.
I can't believe it. The first round.
So much for getting it one last stab at Saints Way. 30 years like me don't get another chance.
But we only put up with this stupid fake football so we got to play the Saints Way, and now this.
Why don't we just drop out of the contest? What's the point of taking part if we just have to lose?
This is all because of Sherwin thinking he can just do whatever he wants.
Sorry. Hey, we can't blame all this on Arion, guys. Rick's the captain, and he went against 5th Sector in the Prodigy game. That was way worse.
Dodge, how can you say that?
Because it's the truth. That's why Coach Travis had to take the rap and quit. What does Rick care anyway? He's from a fancy schmancy family. There's no skin off his nose if he gets crummy grades. But maybe you're right. I'm sorry. Look, I have to go. Captain, wait!
Why'd you have to go and say that, Dodge? Stop it! What's fighting gonna solve? You're supposed to be teammates! Coach, sorry to be blunt, but you're living in the past. The rules of the game have changed. I thought I told you already. We're playing to win. I don't take orders on the pitch. We're aiming for the top in this tournament.
Oh my, what a surprise! You're going to ignore 5th Sector's orders.
You're still giving us all that cloud talk. Wake up! Was ist los mit dir?
I can't speak German.
If we go against 5th Sector this time, it's the end for the club. I'm sorry, but I can't go along with this, Coach. Coach, Arion, do me a favour. Keep an eye on those guys for me.
Yes, Coach. What's up with the captain? I hope he's okay.
And that's your invitation to casually stalk him. Might as well check up on these guys. Well, Wintersea's gone, but Goldwyn is here complaining about Mark Evans, as you might expect. So we'll just work our way back through the school and see wherever Ricardo is. Again, this could have been quite a challenging little side quest to actually try and find him, but It's a very streamlined experience. We just follow the arrows.
Ricardo, you can't be serious.
Coach Evans, I want you to accept my resignation as captain. I'm sorry, but I just don't have what it takes.
Do you really want to leave? Like this?
Please, excuse me. I must go.
I don't accept your resignation, Ricardo. You love football. I can't let you quit.
I wonder what that was about.
Well, I can give you a clue. The captain quit? Seriously? Yeah, he said he was quitting, and then he went home. So what? He's taking responsibility like a captain should.
That's just how Rick is. He always feels he has the world on his shoulders. I don't think I could do the same in his position.
You guys don't even look like you care. Rosie, say something.
I can't believe the virtuoso would do this. Not to me.
Forget I asked. I think we should go and hear him out for ourselves. I don't think he really meant what he said. Oh, you don't, do you? Not one bit. I don't know about the rest of you, but I need to find out what's really going on with the captain for myself.
You're a lot more stubborn than you look, Arion. What do you propose to say to him?
Why, there's probably no point telling him he should quit, like. Rick's canny stubborn too. I doubt he'll change his mind, like. Arion, do you even know where he lives? Oh, now that you mention it. I thought as much. It's a little way past the shopping area. Come on, I'll show you the way. I got to voice another Ade line. This is what I live for. Oh, I wish Ade had a few more lines. Aye, wee canny lad. I'm from an hour away from Newcastle. I lived in Middlesbrough. So I'm quite used to doing a Geordie accent. I am. Actually, I don't want to go up the state. But you know what? I'll just use the map. That's a fair bit. Like, walk back to start of Raimon Junior High, and then we'll go to the immediate left and back to normal now. To the immediate left, we actually get a look around the shopping area. And so, I don't intend to rush through this. We're probably not going to arrive, well, we'll arrive at Ricardo's house in this episode. We probably won't go in, because instead, a magic moves is absolutely important at this stage of the game. Look at my current selection of special moves. Dodge has a shot. I'm just going to count the shots. We've got Dodge with one. I'm still going. I'm still going. Victor's got one, but we can't use him. And surprisingly, it's only 35 TP. That's not very much. Ricardo's got one, but we can't use him. He just quit the team. Why is he even in the menu in the first place? So that's it. We've got one shooting move on Dodge. And then we had one dribbling move on Ade, which was log roll. I do know for a fact that people like Rusty are only one level away from getting their new moves. And to tell you the truth, all of these moves are terrible. Oh dear, I was a little bit more hopeful than that. I'm not buying any of that. That's garbage. But yes, I do know for a fact that Rusty's only one level away from leveling up. So I'll even do this random encounter. I don't intend to show many throughout the Let's Play. It just uses up time. But we'll score a goal with Dodge because he's the only one to make it a fairly easy process. And try to level up. I know Rusty's going to get a move called Runaway Train. And I'm fairly sure Wang Chang might be one level away from getting his move as well. We'll see, because hopefully I can actually level up from this. Again, I would have wanted to do a bit more of the extra competition route, but without my shooting moves, it's just such a tricky thing to request of me. Yeah, so Gabby just learned Mystifying Mist. That is a defensive move, and a fairly good one, actually. We'll take a moment to have a quick look at that. It's 32 TP, which is actually the strongest move we've got in general so far, would you believe? Apart from Fortissimo Foot and Doom Sword Slash. So I won't show any more random encounters. But yeah, the shopping area. has changed so much since the previous game. It's even moved location. It used to be to the west of Raimon School, but now it is straight to the left where the hospital used to be. So there's all of these players that we could get through PAL packing, but just look at all of the requirements. I am actually able to get Ron Flappable and Gus Bag, which I guess I might as well do. We've got Toady Fauna as well. Okay, so I've got a few choices. Those guys are way off. Who do I want? Toady Fauna, Gus Bag, or Ron Flappable? I kind of feel like a forward is probably the most important to us at this stage of the game, but looking at designs, I can afford both. Let's just get the bottom two, and that will actually fill out our space of 16, so it's a good job I went to check that model bus, eh? You thought I was just wandering around aimlessly, but I had a purpose. I didn't actually get the chance to read his description, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. The Gus Bag doesn't actually look the friendliest chap. He's very self-confident, while Fauna... Oh dear, these aren't very nice guys, are they? Both of those descriptions just make them sound like terrible people. But yeah, so we can only explore 2 screens of the shopping area at the moment. This is the south area. Kind of reminds me of Yokai Watch, actually. And I'm just going to do this random encounter without showing it. Well, we definitely got a level up on Arion and Dodge. So just having another check. Yes, Eugene just got Dragster, which is a dribbling move. One that I like a lot, actually. It's good fun to look at. But we won't get to see that unless we actually use him. So there's nothing over to the immediate left. We can't explore this area at this point. I think it does have an area you can explore there. Can't go down that dodgy alleyway either. So instead we go into the main shopping area, which, you know, it looks like it did in the previous games, except just in a completely different location. Thanks a lot for showing me the way, Sam. I really appreciate it. Don't mention it. I'm worried about Rick too. Sometimes I forget how much he has to deal with being captain and all. And we kind of pushed him into that position. Maybe we shouldn't have. I don't know. The way I see it, he's the perfect captain. That's what I thought when I saw the video of last year's final anyway. Everything about the way he played just said captain. It's hard to explain, but anyway, I really think you picked the right person for the job. Yeah, maybe. Okay, bye now. Mum? Huh? That's the task. That's such a medial thing to do. Have a chat with Sam's mum. Well, we will do. There is actually a photo you can take there of the pig statue, and you can also go in this shop. Again, I know I'm meandering, but it's the first time we've ever been able to go in a G-Mart. They're generally not very important places because this is all the kind of stuff they sell, just sandwiches and drinks. It's all useless, but you wouldn't have known if I didn't show it off. So that was that. And now we'll skip that random encounter and just speak to Steady. Oh right, it's a bookshop. I get it now. I was wondering. Oh, Sam Gook, I didn't know you were out shopping. Is this young man a friend of yours? Yep, I'm Arion. Pleased to meet you. Likewise. You finished early today. I thought you'd be training all evening for Saint's Way. Oh, I do hope you win it this year. Well, actually, never mind all that, Mum. Shouldn't you be getting to work? You'll be in trouble if you're late. Well, 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 can you believe it, Arion? For some reason, Sam Gook never wants to talk to me about football anymore. When he was little, he'd always go on about it. Football's gonna get me a job, Mum. I'll make you loads of money and take care of you.
He's always trying to take care of me, helping out around the house and that sort of thing. It's just the two of us, you see.
Oh, what a response.
So, will you be playing in the tournament this year, Arion? I'm going to be there to cheer you all on.
What? But I said you didn't have to come.
And there he goes again. This is all I get these days. Don't come to my games, Mum. Really? It never used to be like this. He used to say things like, I always win games when you're there, Mum, and you're my lucky charm.
Oh, come on, Mum, stop it.
Alright, sweetie. Well, it was lovely to meet you, Arion. Ta-ta.
Do you tell your mum not to come to your games because you don't want to see her, don't want her to see you losing on purpose? Yeah, if we played real football, it'd be different. Then let's play real football. We can't. It's not as simple as... Anyway, we're supposed to be going to Rick's. Let's get a move on. And so, I think we'll just explore the rest of this route, have a check of the eye natter, and then, yes, in the next episode, we will arrive at Ricardo's house. So we'll exit the shopping mall in the next episode. But let's just finish things off with a random encounter. So I've been TaleOfTheToaster. In this episode, we met Sam's mum, and Ricardo quit as captain, which we'll hopefully sort out quite promptly. And I keep thinking it's an old Inazuma 11 game and I could just pass straight to her forward, but Dodge has to try a little harder to get to. So anyways, that was part 11. Part 11 is always quite meaningless, except for in Inazuma 11-3 where it was the Australian match. But it's better that way, because then I can make a stupid thumbnail.